So good Erev Shabbos, a good Erev Shabbos, Parshas Boy. It's a very powerful week. It's a very strong week. This is the week that we step in. Boy al Pari, we stand up to Pari. If you see in this Makkah, so if you see in this Makkah, there's no monkey business. Moshe just shows up. So the pasuk says as follows. V'yamar Shem al Moshe boy al Pari kan ich barte esliboy v'slev avadav l'man shisa esoysa elu b'kirboy. The Ebshter said, you go, show up to him, because I have hardened his heart from him and his slaves, so I can show you signs, so I can show myself to you. Oisoisai, it's like a tzeichen. A tzeichen is like, comes with like bina, it's like a whip. Oisoisai. He shows up here, he shows up there. It can have a little burn too. It's bina. But it's b'chesed v'rachamim. So this is where we are being empowered to the way you deal with choshech, the way you deal with doubt, the way I deal with shortcoming, is by stepping into it, stepping up to it. There's nothing there. There's just the fear and the confusion, and there's nothing to figure out. There is nothing. The figuring out is the confusion. The confusion shows up like I'm trying to figure, just a fancy word for confusion, for you, for being enslaved. Right? So the confusion is that's what choshech looks like, that's what the other side looks like. So the only way you get rid of it is by stepping into it. Stepping up to it and look it into the eye. What am I afraid of? What am I afraid to surrender to? Yeah, I mean, like, what's the alternative? What's the alternative? You tell me what's the alternative. I know the alternative. I choose this. I choose boy al Pari. The Ebshter also tells them they should take a keves to tie it to their beds. But they didn't have fear because it's their idol. The Mitzrayim were idol worshipping the keves. So what does that mean? What does the Torah tell us over here? What's the keves and what's the idol worship? It represented something. It represented a system. The keves represented a system. Whatever system they had going on over there that everybody bowed down to. If it was power to Tumah, the more Tumah they did, the more power they received. Or today the keves is to live in fear. If I have no fear, I'm afraid, because that's their idol worship, that they're worshiping fear. Fear is what's popular. Fear is what's being sold right now. So I can't show that I'm not afraid, because I'm going to get them angry. Says this week's parsha, boy al Pari. Step up, step in, power from the heart, from the chest, center chest, feel it. Stand up to the fear. What are you afraid of? And watch it disappear. Because it has no stand. It's just there to trigger my light. And don't get busy not trying to figure out the dark. What difference does it make? That's how he exists, in the confusion. So I'm trying to figure out why it was so choshech. Really? That's what we're going to use the light for? To figure out why it's so choshech? Now when I'm on the umer, I have a minute to think. Now I'm going to try to figure out what the choshech is. Don't get confused. Go forward. Step into the moment. What's happening right now in front of you? What are you understanding now? What do you see now? And it's easy because the targets are everywhere. There's fear. There's confusion. There's still chasing a dream that's like has no teeth anymore. It looks like a senile guy not knowing what's going on. So what am I chasing? A senile, that snake? So step into it. And the Torah tells us we're going to see a soisai. Eila bekirboy. Manshisi a soisai eila bekirboy. I'm going to put my signs, my zeichen, in them. You will be able to see from there. You will be able to see. And who is first, as we know? In the bottom, you see first, because that's the physical. That's where it starts. Everybody else, it's in conceptual. You can sit and learn all day. It's all in concept. But if you're out there doing, connecting, being dveikis, understanding, not having fear, the job is to be in tefillah all day. Tefillah in all day means I'm in flow. Machshava zara means that I have a moment of negativity, I have a moment of downtime. That's a machshava zara. I'm not playing small in it. Machshava zara is not that I have a desire, what I see on the street. Really? Okay, that too, fine. But that's das tachten, be known. And what that brings is just more confusion. So rising up to the occasion, stepping up, coming up to Yuchvat. So there's koich coming into the world. So the Yartzat of the Frierdiker Rebbe and the Torah from the Rebbe. Planting it now, and then it grows out in Nissen, Yudal of Nissen. Shoshan Leilanis. So we're in a powerful month. The Eitz Chaim, the tree of life. It's a fruit tree. And the fruits are for those who check in. We have the fruits. Or you can be on the other side of what the signs are being broken out on and live from that angle. And then be, God forbid, on the receiving end of it. Because that's where I manifest. If you manifest whatever position you position yourself in, that's the light you're gonna get. I can think negative, and I'm energizing negativity, or I can think positive, and that's even if you're already in Nesher mode. Let it be known that you can still go on the other side. So stay on the light. Keep tapping into the positive flow. Appreciate, say thank you for where we're at, what we have. We're breathing. We're Am B'nai Yisrael. High conscience, a language that's our language, a language that the world was created. So with all that power and all that koich, boy al pare, have no fear. L'chaim, have an awesome Shabbos, and see you guys. B'ezrat Hashem. In Eretz Yisrael. Yerushalayim Erev Kodesh. All right, good Shabbos.